Pause that a second. I just thought of something. Okay. Let's get started.
Okay. What are we doing?
They say on YouTube it's good to change your angles and then start something. Hi, welcome to Our Loveland Life. Tonight we are going to sort of hang out. We got the boys to sleep sort of on time. We're still adjusting to the time change, but also, we recently lost one of our chickens, and we had 9 chickens. Now we have 8, and her name was Sunny, and the boys have taken it pretty hard. So it's been pretty sad. But tonight for our date night, we're gonna watch Seaspiracy. We probably will only get through part of it, knowing us, because he's old, and when he goes to bed, I'm just kidding. Well, you might be wondering, well, if you guys are already vegan, why do you watch it? We try to, one, support things that are getting that information out there, but 2, we learn a lot of new things too. It's not like we've been vegan our whole life. So we learn things that we find helpful, and like I said, we support a cause that we believe in. So, any thoughts, questions, concerns?
Nope. Can't wait to watch it and see what it's about and what they have to say.
We'll also be sharing our thoughts on Seaspiracy and maybe our takeaways. We encourage you to watch it for yourself, but sometimes it helps to have somebody's outlook on it, I guess. I don't know. We just thought it would be fun. Yeah. And so stay tuned for that. And like I said, we'll probably watch this in chunks. I feel pretty solid about that decision.
Me too.
Okay.
So we're only 15 minutes in.
Help! Somebody send help.
It's a lot to take in. It's only 15 minutes, and there's so much going on. There's so much that's just wrong, really.
We're just learning a lot of things. Realizing that even though there's more that we could be doing and things that we're already doing, things that we weren't even aware of, that... Yeah.
No. It's sad to watch this. It's awful to watch this. It's eye-opening. I guess that's also why, again, like you mentioned, that being vegan, it's like, why would we watch this? I think it's always great to be more informed or aware of what's going on, and seeing this particular, it's like, why? I don't know. It's crazy. And we're only 15 minutes in.
Well, give us more credit. 15 minutes and 33 seconds.
33 seconds. Okay.
So we are now 35 minutes in. And I kind of want to cry. What you think you know, you may not know. Shows how powerful money is, though.
It does. It really does.
Shows how that kind of power and leverage can really make people that maybe don't even want to do this.
Well, that, and it's all behind the scenes, so you don't see all this. You just see
out of sight, out of mind.
Sushi roll.
It would be, but honestly, the longer we go vegan, the longer we've been vegan, the less appealing any kind of animal flesh sounds to me.
Yeah.
Or looks to me. I used to really love sushi. I used to really like tuna. I grew up eating tuna in lots of different ways. But it does not appeal to me now.
I never liked tuna.
Nope. Well, obviously, it's like, what did they say, a 40-something billion dollar industry? So you must be in the minority, Mr. Tuna Hater, which is good that he's a tuna hater. Y'all should be tuna haters.
Well,
Well,
I
not
don't
tuna
hate
haters.
tunas.
I mean,
I don't like you.
I mean, don't eat the tunas.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Be a tuna hater in the sense that you don't eat them. So I guess that makes you a tuna lover.
Can you do it, Elisa? Yeah, you were meant to be a... It's like a parrot. More than a fish. Mm. How do you do it with Elisa's? That's like I'm doing a hickey inside of my cheeks. My hair is really pokey. It kind of hurts.
We're back for round 2. We're gonna finish Seaspiracy and we will continue to let you know about our thoughts while we're eating nachos. Bow chicka wow, bow bow chicka wow wow, bow chicka wow wow. Okay.
By continued extraction of fish out of our oceans, you're essentially deforesting our oceans by not only removing the fish, but the act of removal, the methods of removal are devastating to habitat and ecosystems.
Crazy knowing that it's like a paper trail of money, and that's all the interest for a lot of people, and they just don't care about the life of these animals at all.
But did you or I
At one point, no.
That's my point.
But being in that environment, it's like you're witnessing it firsthand. You're destroying all of these lives, and I mean, just like us, realizing what we're doing and how we're going about our lives, and realizing the change that we made.
Yeah.
Not to say like it should be for everybody, but
well, maybe it should be. I don't know.
I don't
But
know.
at the same time, there's still a lot of areas of change that we still haven't even tackled. You know, like reducing plastic. I think we've done good, but not. I mean, we could do better.
Yeah.
I wish they would just make all the plastic out of plants too, so it could just like dissolve in a less harmful way. But I would say my takeaway thoughts right now, with only a little over 30 minutes left to go, would be taxes piss me off more than they already did before.
Subsidies.
I mean, there's good things about taxes, don't get me wrong, like libraries and, depending on where you live, maybe your streets are taken pretty good care of, but in this case, taxes piss me off. And I hope I'm allowed to say that on YouTube. I don't know. And the that's a tongue twister. Sea shepherds seem pretty boss.
Yeah.
Really boss.
Yeah.
And just overwhelmingly sad for what's happening right now as we speak, and that it's been happening my entire lifetime and probably before my lifetime, and that I'm really only acknowledging it now. It scares me and makes me sad. I'm hoping that the last 30 minutes offer some form of hope or reassurance, but I think it's okay to be uncomfortable, because it seems like that's what we need as a society, as a global society, and then talking about world hunger, and I've heard this in different ways, but they address it in this as well, and it's just really frustrating to know that there are solutions, but consumerism and money, I guess that would be capitalism in a way, don't allow some of those global problems to be addressed in a really tangible, meaningful way.
Mm-hmm.
And there's people suffering for that, not just the animals, and
And
not
it
just the
shows
environment.
in this documentary that he talks to sustainable companies. He talks to
Or it's like the ocean conservation type
that
companies,
you would think help the fish
or
the
want to
sea.
talk to him, but they don't.
And then he also talks to a government official who is in that sustainable category for the fish in the ocean, but yet
none of them will just straight up say what maybe is the most obvious answer. But at the same time, you might be watching this and thinking, well, Regina, is that the most obvious answer? In my opinion, yeah, it is. The most obvious answer is to not eat fish. You know, to avoid it. They talk about that in detail. I don't feel like we have to like break everything down because you should watch it yourself.
And it is really good. It is really good. I think it's
engaging.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah. I'm going to finish off the last 30 minutes and we will let you know what we think. Peace.
We agreed to go undercover with him. So we're here at Marine Harvest Salmon Farm, and it's disgusting. This is the stench of Scottish salmon. This is where salmon go to die from the farms. Maybe 50% of the salmon are dying from egg to plate, from hatch to hatch, and this is the mortality mountain. This is a symptom of factory salmon farming. These fish are dying from anemia, lice infestation, infectious diseases, chlamydia, heart disease. This is welfare abuse. So far from being a panacea for the world food problem, salmon farming is a waste of resources. It's biological nonsense.
So the last 30 minutes was a roller coaster. I think we both would agree to that. And there was scenes that I definitely cried through. I don't know if Daniel was crying because I was hiding my face in his shirt. But it was really hard to handle. And they touch on just different things about, I don't want to take away the punchline at the end. So I guess they touch on a lot, and it's going to be heavy. You think you're ready for it, but you might not be. And I think one of the biggest things that come to my mind, and I know I've heard it before, but it's kind of like, if you're in a place where you can make changes, you have a responsibility to do that. Even if there's people in the world that can't make that change at this time, if you can, it's like, we, you, I, Daniel, I'm sorry, Daniel, has the responsibility to do it, to make that change, instead of it just being like, well, I like this. It's like, is it worth it? Is life, the same value as your taste? I hear that question asked a lot in certain videos, and they didn't really pitch it that way in this video, but it's something that comes to my mind. Is that sensory pleasure of taste worth the suffering that it can, produce? I mean, for me, the answer is no. I guess part of it is other people having to figure out what the answer is to them.
Yeah.
And it just sucks. That's my takeaway. Anything to add to that before your arm burns off from holding the camera?
No, I think you touched on a lot of things that, how I felt and what I probably would have said too.
Okay, well, if you enjoyed watching this in some way, feel free to like or subscribe. Like and subscribe, not or. Do both. And comment below if you've seen this. Share your thoughts. If you haven't seen Seaspiracy, like I said, I'll make sure that I link it below. But thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye until then.
My arm's over here, so I can turn it.
Oh, okay.